Grand Risings, Kings, Queens, Gods, and Goddesses, don't scroll, just listen. So I know that a lot of people are again fatigued about what's going on with this administration, but we cannot stop the fight. We have to keep going. And yes, it's tiresome. And yes, it's hard. But we cannot give up. For everything, every bill that they put out, every legislation that they put out, we are going to fight it through tooth and nail. We will fight to the end. And no, we're not scared. But we understand that us out protesting hasn't changed nothing. So we use our dollar instead of our bodies. Because we have people who money runs them that's in this administration, and money talks and bullshit walks. So we have to understand that everything that's going on, we have to hit them in their pockets. And yes, we're tired of hearing about it on the TV, and we're tired of every time we go on YouTube and on TikTok, we're hearing about 47. But we can't stop. We have to keep going. And I know it seemed like that he's being victorious in the Supreme Court. No, the hell he's not. Only thing that what the Supreme Court ruled against the judges was they only has the jurisdiction of their district, which I don't understand that, because if you ever knew someone who had a case in court with the federal government, it says the United States versus that said plaintiff. It does not say the District of Columbia versus this said person, or the District of Pennsylvania, this person. It does not say that. Now, it tells you what circuit the court is in, but it does not say that this jurisdiction is bringing charges against you, because that would limit the resources, that because this not the federal is a whole, is not in parts, and we have a thing called separation of church and state. So we have what the states are separated from the federal government, but it seems that the Supreme Court has put the has minimized the rulings of these federal judges. That's gonna be taken back before the Supreme Court, and it will be reworded, and it will be struck down. Yes, that's not gonna fly. Because if you let that fly, that means that when you are going after terrorists, when you are going after drug lords, when you are going after cartels and things like that, it will only be limited. It'll be a limited amount of money, it'll be very limited in the courts. And you'll see where most of the time when people are up against the feds, we be like, oh, the feds got them. But you will start to see where cases are being lost because of the limitation. Because if they committed a crime in this court, this court, this court, this court, that means that they have to go to each district as to where they committed the crime at. So that's going to cost money. And the taxpayer's not going for that. They got injunctions that they're putting, that they are sending back to the Supreme Court right now, because they have to explain, like, what do you mean that they have limits? See, people think, they read these headlines of CNN and Fox News, and they like, oh my God, they're panicking. But these things are being challenged in court, and we have a thing called a rule of law and the Constitution of the United States, that we have this because we had a king. What was it, 1776? We had a king. And so that's why the Constitution was made. And no, it was not made for black and brown people at first. But like I said, your pockets matter. The money matters. And when the other foreign entities start to see how you treating black and brown people, they start to pull away. So that's how we got our freedoms. That's how we got the 14th Amendment, birthright citizenship, all that stuff like that. That does not apply to us. So everybody out here who thinking that birthright citizenship applies to us, no, the fuck it does not. You are probably 6 to 7, 10 generations here in the United States. They cannot remove you. That alligator Alcatraz, that is going to be struck the fuck down. Yeah, they shipping people there now. They trying to hurry up because they know that the environmental protection agencies is about to blow that shit the hell. They finna make them stop. Because the Everglades are protected land. They all also tribal land. You have to get permission from tribal government to build anything on that land. So yes, that's gonna be scrubbed down. That's gonna be scrubbed down. We also got in Dade County where they are trying to delay the mayor race because of they have a lot of fluff and bullshit that's going on down in Dade County. It's really because a lot of the Cuban population are citizens, and they know what you have done to the Cubans, you gonna pay for, and they are gonna vote y'all asses out of office. So they're trying to delay the inevitable. And they're trying to delay it because Trump is trying to get some laws passed to where he can cancel elections. But the district attorney of Dade County said y'all got to be out y'all rabbit mind. The elections, y'all trying to pause them. We're not gonna pause them. We're gonna keep going forward. So keep fighting the fight. I know we have people down in Texas. Y'all listen. Y'all didn't learn from Bush. Y'all forgot about Katrina. You see, your mind is only 15 minutes long. Y'all forgot about what happened to Katrina and the victims of Katrina. Y'all forgot about that. Oh, because it happened to black and brown people. Oh, it was okay. When have they ever? Let's be for real. When has FEMA like forever in any time have been a just oh my God major help? We still got people that need help in North Carolina. Hold up, we still got wildfires in California. We still got fires in Maui. Okay? It's still other things that are going on, and he's not doing nothing. That what Kanye West told us a long time ago? Bush don't care nothing about black people. When you had Mike Myers on the air with him. And this is what this administration, they showing you. It is a continuing of making the billionaires and the 1% richer. And a lot of y'all, I know y'all didn't live through Reagan, and I know y'all haven't, but I have lived through Reagan. I have lived through 2 Bushes, Clinton, Obama, and Trump 1.0 and Trump 2.0, and Biden. And I remember Biden as a senator. Okay? When we was crying out about the crack epidemic in the 90s, they said, okay, we're going to help out. We're going to introduce this crime bill. And it was detriment to our community. Because we didn't put up a fight because we thought that we thought we didn't have no other way, no other hope. But we have hope. For one, we have this internet. And we're smart and educated. And nowhere in the hell that this administration think that you gonna own the 92% who voted against this administration. You got to be out your rabbit ass mind. We will fight to the fight. That's why our mama sent us to school, baby. Because they seen in the 90s what happened when what happened to TANF, CAMPS, Section 8. They seen what happened with that. So they sent us to school so we don't have to deal with that. But it's a thing called complacency. Over the last 30 years, y'all have gotten complacent. But now this is a rude awakening for everybody. It's time to not give up, to not give in, to raise up and keep the faith and hope alive in every American. Asha.